So in this video, I cover SF6 circuit breaker. Before I discuss the SF6 circuit breaker, I want to discuss the SF6 circuit breaker properties. So what are the properties of the SF6 circuit breaker and why SF6 gas? SF6 gas is used in circuit breakers. So generally, oil is used in the between the circuit breaker contacts. Air blast, air with the high pressure air is used between the circuit breaker to pinch the arc, to eliminate the arc. So if you use the oil, the reading of the circuit breaker will be used for certain voltage, for example 11 kV, like that. If you use air more than 11 kV, but if you use SF6 circuit breaker, it is used for all different types of voltages from 11 kV to 66 kV, 132 kV. So for all the applications, SF6 circuit breaker is suitable. I think, but this will give the best performance to eliminate or pinch the arc, pinch the arc. That's why this SF6 is mostly popular one in all the major substations, and where the highly costly equipments used there, definitely SF6 circuit breaker is used. Let us discuss the properties one by one. So first property of the SF6 gas is it is a inert gas. Inert gas is nothing but whenever gas react with any flammable fires, it won't give any chemical reaction. It won't give any chemical reaction. For example, if LPG gas is in contact with the fire, then huge blast will be takes place and more fire will be takes place with the LPG gas. But unlike LPG gas, this is a inert gas. Inert gas nothing but with this gas, no chemical reaction. No chemical reaction will be takes place. Next one is this is thermally stable. Thermally stable is nothing but whenever temperature increases or whenever temperature decreases, the properties of the SF6 gas never changes. And next property is it is having good arc pinching and insulating properties. Arc pinching properties is nothing but so why the arc will be takes place due to the ionized particles, due to the ionized particles. So that ionized particles energy will be absorbed by these SF6 gas, SF6 particles. That's why it is having good arc pinching properties. And also insulating property. Insulating property is nothing but it won't allow current through the SF6 gas. So that is the properties of the SF6 gas, and also it absorbs the free electrons very fastly compared to the oil and air. Compared to the oil and air, the SF6 gas is having a good properties to absorb the electrons, just like a control rods in the nuclear reactor. How those reduces the chain reaction. In the same way, these SF6 gas also absorb the free electrons, so that ionized, whatever the ionized electrons, ionized particles will be there. Those ionized particles will be absorbed by the this SF6 gas. Next one is the density of SF6 gas is 6 times more than the air. Density of the SF6 gas is 6 times more than the air, and also heat convection. There are the different types of names will be there for the heat transformation. What is convection, conduction, radiation? Convection, conduction, radiation. So convection is nothing but just like a water boiling. So how the water will be boils at the bottom of the energy absorbed water molecule will be sent to the upside, and bottom cool water molecules will be available. So the total will be recycled. Total will be mixed automatically. That is nothing but convection. That procedure of heat transformation is convection. Conduction is nothing but how if you place a spoon on the uh, bowl which is cooking, so definitely automatically the spoon will absorb the heat from the bowl where you place it at the top. So that is nothing but a conduction. Conduction, convection, nothing but how the water is boiling, how the rice is cooking. That is nothing but the convection. So that heat convection properties is 1.6 more than air. So how the convection is takes place in the air. So when compared to the air convection, nothing but how the heat observation will be more in the SF6 gas. Next one is it is not flammable and poisonous. It is not a poisonous gas. Generally normally in the substations and due to the lightnings, due to the abnormal conditions, that SF6 circuit breaker may blast. So because of that one, that gas will be released to the surrounding areas. Because of that one, the people who are living nearby that area should not affect, and also people who are working in the substation also should not be affected by these SF6 gas. And not only SF6 gas, whatever the gas which are using in the substations, in the generating stations, in the transmission system, whatever all the substations, there should not be any flammable or poisonous gases. So obviously this SF6 gas is nothing but a flammable, nothing but a flammable, nothing, it is not a fire, it won't get fire, and also poisonous, it is not a poisonous. Let us look at the construction view and look at this construction view of the SF6 gas is very easy. This is nothing but a moving chamber, and this is nothing but a fixed chamber. So this is SF6 gas. Generally fixed and moving chamber will be tightly closed during the normal operating condition. So this SF6 gas will be surrounded with surrounded to the arc chamber, and this is nothing but a surrounded to the uh, this fixed and moving contact with high pressure. In the normal condition, that will be like in the abnormal condition, whenever fault occurs, this circuit breaker will be moving contact will be pulled by the a mechanism with with the information from the relay. Whenever the moving contact will pull it outside, then automatically arc will be takes place, because due to the electric field intensity E is equal to V by D. E is equal to V by D. So as a voltage is nothing but, for example, 11 kV, and distance is nothing but 0.01 mm to small distance, nothing but if you tightly attached to each other, there is no distance. So if it is moving, definitely it has to overcome 0.11, 0.01 mm, 0.02 mm, 0.1 mm, and 0.5 mm, and 0. Nothing but 10 mm, like that. That the gap has to increase. The gap must be increased from small gap to large gap. So when the gap is small, for example, E is equal to V by D is nothing but, for example, 0.01 mm. V is equal to 66 kV. So E is equal to V by, if you convert this one into centimeters, so this is huge. So 10 and 10 power minus 4 centimeters. 10 power minus 4 10 power centimeters. If you 10 power 4 goes outside, 66 kV, nothing but 6 power of 3 and also 10 power of 4. So that electric field intensity increased by 10 power 4 times, because distance is very less. Distance is very less between the two contacts, so that electric field intensity is more force will be, electric field intensity is appears at this contact, at the ending of the contacts. So because of this high electric field intensity, whatever the particles which are available, charge carriers which are available uh, at this corner of the contact, those will be ionized. Those is having high energy, high potential to jump from one place to another place. So because of that one, arc will be establishes. Arc will be established between these two contacts. So to eliminate that arc, immediate after opening the circuit breaker, with high pressure SF6 gas will be sent to between fixed and moving contact. Automatically this SF6 gas will be flows between these two contact, and this is the arc chamber where the arc will be extinguished. So as per our SF6 gas properties, as it is having good electrons absorption properties and good thermal conduction properties, because thermal stable properties, total arc will be quenched and total arc will be removed between the two contacts very fastly. So this is actually this is made of these moving contacts having some holes, and these contacts will be made with this is copper or tungsten material, so that contact nothing but that conducting properties were very less, these ending contacts. So in this way, this SF6 circuit breaker will work.